Hi, I'm Katie Poushpom. Welcome to TheatreBound, a channel dedicated to all things theatre. And today I'm going to talk about dramaturgs. Posing the question, what is a dramaturg? When I tell people about my job, the following questions are usually asked. 1, what's that? 2, no seriously, what do you really do? And 3, did you know it sounds like dramaturg? And they're just a few questions. There's always questions surrounding the profession of a dramaturg. Why? Because nobody knows what the fuck a dramaturg is. People and theatre folk alike, nobody knows what a dramaturg is. They just guess and go, yeah, like a writer or something. So for this video, I'm going to give you a definition of a dramaturg, what they do, and where you can find them in a theatre. Yay! You'll know so much about dramaturgs, it'll be like oozing out of your face, like pus. Here we go. So there's a lot of definitions out there about dramaturgs, from dictionaries to academic theories, but for this video I'm going to give you my definition of a dramaturg. Don't worry, I didn't pull it from thin air. I am a dramaturg and I've been studying and researching and collecting information for years about dramaturgs and what they do. I collected all this information through blood, sweat and tears, so you don't have to. You're welcome. So most definitions out there about dramaturgs seem a bit vague and loose, and they are for a reason. A dramaturg's position and duties can actually change depending on the theatre company, even sometimes country. My definition is going to give you a broad understanding about a dramaturg. So no matter where you find a dramaturg, you know exactly what they do and who they are, no matter what theatre they're in or artistic institution, if you will. So here's my definition. A dramaturg is a literary and artistic entity that acts as a mediator and or translator within a theatre or theatre company, assisting in the editing and sculpting process of a performance or text. Boom! We have a definition! Bit wordy, so let's break it down. A dramaturg is there for the welfare of the dramaturgy. For those of you who don't know, dramaturgy is the dramatic structure or the practice and theory of the dramatic structure. So dramaturgy basically means everything. It's all the dramatic elements within a performance or production, how they interact with each other and how they work. So that would mean the lights, the staging, setting, acting, style, everything. And when you bring it all together, that's called dramaturgy. So dramaturgs are there for the welfare of dramaturgy or the dramatic structure. They are also there for the welfare of the artist. So think of it, the dramaturg is like the link between art and artist coming together. And they're there throughout the whole production process, making sure everything makes theatrical sense and the company or the artist reaches their full artistic possibilities. To understand about them more though, it's better to understand their place in space or their location and duties. So where are they in the theatre and what do they do? And then you'll know everything about a dramaturg. So where are they in the theatre? A lot of people think a dramaturg's position is quite vague in a theatre, but instead of vague, we're going to say isolated. A dramaturg's duty is ensuring harmony in the dramatic structure, making sure all those cogs that make up the dramatic structure make sense and they fit well together, that they're not opposing one another, that they're interacting well with each other. So they are constantly analysing and asking themselves questions throughout the whole production. Questions like, does the setting make sense with the play, the context of the play? Is the style of acting working for this type of play, this style of play? Does the space, the theatrical space, echo back the intention or the artistic policy of a theatre company? But they aren't just there for the drama being created, they also balance the drama being created along with the intention of the theatre makers. They make sure the theatre makers' theatrical mission statement is in harmony with the drama being created. So they're constantly on the lookout for the drama being created and the theatre makers and making sure both are dancing with each other well. As long as one isn't doing the tango and the other one's doing the salsa, that'll be a fucking disaster, I'm assuming. I don't know, I'm not a dancer, but I said it'll be pretty disastrous. So they're there to make sure both are speaking the same theatrical language. And this is why they're mediators and or translators. They bond the relationship between art and artist, like Dr. Phil, really dysfunctional families. Guys, it doesn't have to be like this. So beautiful. It still don't get me. Well, I was looking through my dolls the other day from my childhood, not from now, and I had a thought. If dolls have taught us anything in this world, It's about dramaturgs. So, I shall send you to my plastic correspondent. Hi, I'm Matey, and I'm going to show you where you can find dramaturgs in a theatre. But first, I'm going to show you the rest of the theatre gang. So, here are all your players or performers.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Dude, wrong play. Here's your director.
It's all shitting wrong. We need to change everything.
And then you have your AD, your assistant director.
I think we should leave it since the opening is in 2 hours.
Your playwright.
I don't remember writing any of this.
Look at them all working there together beautifully. Your stage manager.
Where is my headset?
Here's your producer. Haha, I'm on a lion. Fairly standard transport for a producer there. Your set designer. Now where did I leave that blade? Your lighting technician.
I control all the lights.
The costume designer.
I have 2 dresses and no railing. Who took my railing?
And who else are we missing? Oh yeah, me! A dramaturg. As a dramaturg, I can be in 2 places. Not at the same time. I'm not a wizard yet. Depending on the production, I can either be off stage or on stage. On stage, I could be in the depths of the performing action, making sure the company is presenting the play as best they can and ensuring it all makes sense with all the other theatrical elements. And off stage, I'm usually creating workshops and warm-ups that are based around the production that may help generate and develop new ideas. Where I'm based in the theatre is due to my prime duty, which is bridging the gap between the theatre and theatre maker. Unfortunately, not all dramaturgs have really cool dungarees like I do, but that's because I'm only a few inches tall. Someday. Back to you, human Katie. So, you know where they are. What the frig do they do? For dramaturgs to be reliable mediators and translators, they're constantly studying and researching everything and anything got to do with theatre. They're constantly keeping up with what other theatre companies are doing, different styles that are emerging, how do they dramaturg. Workshops being developed. Like just today, new theatrical practices out there. They need to have an awareness of all aspects of theatre and how they're being developed and created. No matter where you find a dramaturg, they will always have the following skills, no matter where you find them in any type of theatre. Editing. They must know how to edit an old text and a new text. Advice. They have to be able to give sound theatrical advice. Critical analysis. Dramaturgs, they draw up a lot of dramaturgical reports, so they need to have that vocabulary and that analytical mind to be able to write a full report that will enlighten the theatre company about, say, artistic pitfalls that they might encounter or other artistic opportunities they were never aware of. Curating, they have to be able to curate. Sounds like a random one, but because of their objective viewpoint, they make for great curators. So say for the annual programming of a theatre company, they'll be able to help you where best to program each play and how to create a theme from that programming. Great eggs for that. And finally, a love of theatre. They need to have almost an unhealthy obsession with theatre. So unhealthy that they end up in like my strange addiction. Addicted to theatre. What I always say to people as well about a dramaturg's skills are that a dramaturg, they have to have the skills of an editor, the viewpoint of a playwright, and the discernment of a director all mashed together. That encapsulates absolutely everything about what a dramaturg does, and it sounds like a really fun riddle. And because of their broad knowledge of all things theatre and the dramatic structure, you can find them in different parts of the theatre, but they're always doing the exact same thing, assisting in the editing and sculpting process of a performance or text. You will always find them in these 6 places. Find a lot of dramaturgs with playwrights, particularly new playwrights. They help playwrights edit their plays and give them dramaturgical reports of how the play can be better, how a playwright's skills can be driven maybe into a different direction that the playwright never saw before. They also give advice throughout the whole process, particularly for playwrights. They write alone. Well, most playwrights write alone, so it's a really great relationship because it gives playwrights that objective viewpoint that maybe they can't regularly give themselves. ADAPTIONS. ADAPTIONS are obviously plays based on previous plays, already established plays. Dramaturgs will have an understanding about everything about that text, and they'll be there almost like a reference book. They'll help the theatre companies stay honourable to the playwright, but also help the theatre company put in their own style without interfering with the playwright's intent. Translations is obviously translating a play from one language to another. They're there to help you. You have to be fluent in the language, obviously. So they'll translate the play, but also making sure the play's still staying true to the playwright. Multidisciplinary collaborations basically means it's like a mashup of a few different artistic styles or artistic forms of expression together. So you could have dance and drama, or drama and techno. Now you wouldn't really see that, but that'll be cool. This is where their dramaturgs are fairly essential for this process, because they're the mediators to help each form come together. They form a cohesive play and aren't too messy and get lost in translation. Curating, helping to curate the annual programming of a theatre company. Like I said previously, if it follows a certain theme or structure, they're there to help best translate this into the yearly programming. The internet. Dramaturgs are brilliant for the internet, specifically social media, because they'll put together, they'll create and develop certain strategies, how best to create and maintain your online self, and how to generate an audience online to help people come to see your show and get to know a bit about yourself. Dramaturgs are great for that. And they'll give you really sound advice how to use the internet for your benefit in your company or theatre. Ooh, and that's a dramaturg. I hope you enjoyed these images and sounds. Be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment as well. It'd be great to hear what you think about dramaturgs. I upload videos weekly, so stay tuned for alternative theatre information, alternative theatre making. Thanks for watching. Bye. Ooh, plane.